The enterprises spend significant resources in addressing large volumes of routine support requests. So, but ineffective support function is driving down the level of customer satisfaction because so customer support is really the backbone of any organization. So while enterprises have realized that conversational AI can address this problem, they often find it challenging to set up and run conversational AI initiatives because it sounds so easy and it's almost like commoditized with so many organizations mushrooming. But at the end of the day, still conversational AI is not giving the results that are expected by the organizations, and the reasons are multifold in it. So SmartBots is an AI technology company empowering enterprises with virtual agents that can converse in human language. These virtual agents help enterprises with customer support and employee support. Virtual agents developed by SmartBots are powered by state-of-the-art AI technology, making them more human-like to interact with. We have with us Jaya Prakash, JP, co-founder and CTO of SmartBots, who sets the company's technology strategy towards making SmartBots Platform a one-stop shop for all enterprise conversational bots needs. JP leverages his passion towards building a startup by strong technology expertise, especially in the area of AI and machine learning. JP, it's a pleasure to have you here. Would like to hand over the control to you to take over the session from now on. Over to you, JP. You are on mute, looks like, JP.
Yeah, thank you. Am I audible now?
You are audible now, yes.
Yeah, thank you, NK, for the introduction. Yeah, I mean, was following other sessions as well, and they're really, I think they are really interesting and helping people like startups like us in this AI journey. One more interesting observation I had during this session is we started with Hindo's company, which is into the data science, which is into predictions. And then the next session was on the image processing. And now we are into language understanding. Interestingly, this is the pattern in which the enterprises are also adopting the AI, right? So first in say 2011, 2010, in that time, people were looking at more data-driven AI strategies. And then image processing came into picture, and the late entrant into the game is language understanding, right? So yeah, so that's
just in place that way.
Yeah. So I share my screen. Let me know if you are able to see.
Yes, JP, you're good.
All right. So yeah, so thanks for setting the context on the problem. We have, I mean, in the customer support, we see that there are a lot of challenges. One of the major challenges, the amount of time spent on the routine support tasks, right? And customer satisfaction is what is the yardstick for most of the business leaders who are handling the customer support of the business. And today, I mean, this is purely the B2B side which we are trying to handle. Our focus is purely on the B2B side. And so this, as I was telling earlier, conversational AI is already there in the market. The enterprises have realized that yes, conversational AI is the solution. And by 2014 or so, many people started using bots, right? So, and there is a subtle difference here compared to other technologies, the way they have evolved. The concept is preceding the technology here. I mean, this is the case with most of the AI solutions. People know Jarvis or other the assistants, virtual assistants, even before they were built, right? So that is how the industry has evolved, and that has created few positivities in terms of adoption and challenges in terms of higher expectations, right? And there was, I mean, companies have gone through this hype cycle and then started adopting. This being new area, companies were struggling on what exactly should be the way. So many enterprises have realized this problem, and that conversational AI can solve the customer support problem. But how to start, where to start, these are the kind of challenges which they are having, right? So that is the problem where we are trying to solve. A little, if you deep dive into the challenges which the companies are facing, a few of the companies are at the beginning, they are looking at where to start. Then once they identify a use case, then we have a lot of tools, right? So conversational AI has very low entry barriers. You can go to Dialogflow or AWS Lex and start your journey there. Build a bot in a day, right? But what is the right set of tools? What a B2B in an enterprise setup, what exactly you need? These are the challenges which enterprises are facing. Then once you deploy, once you implement your solution, then whether the bot is doing the work which it is supposed to do, right? So finally, at the end of the day, they show ROI which the bots provide. So that is the next challenge. And finally, it's not a solution. It's like once you deploy and then that's the end of it. You have to have a complete life cycle of it. So after a year, what exactly, how much are we getting from this bot solution? This is something which enterprises are struggling with. So in the life cycle, we have testing, deployment, training, and analysis. Right? At a high level, this is what the industry is going through, and there are a lot of challenges as we interact with enterprises. The concept is gone in, but the success rate, as you were saying, is really poor. And the reason for that, for the poor success rate, is these set of challenges which enterprises are facing. So what enterprise need first is a virtual assistant that is a perfect fit for their business, right? So that is the first thing which enterprises need, and the second one is a tool which can help the companies monitor and on a get value out of the solution. So if you draw parallels to your the website which is out there addressing or helping customers with information about your product, that is can be considered as your virtual assistant parallel, and your Google Analytics tools or your WordPress or any other SEO tools which help in monitoring or getting analytics from your website, that is the SaaS platform. So that is the analogy which I'm trying to use. So this SaaS platform helps not only in building, but it should help in testing, training, and managing the overall life cycle of the conversational AI solution. So this is the first part. I have the entire session structured into three parts. The first one is the enterprise problem, and the second part is types of solutions which are there in the market and what we have built. I'll go through a few demos there. And then the final part is what is the technology, the AI or the engineering which is driving this entire AI strategy, entire conversational AI. So now I'm done with the first part. So this is how the businesses are struggling, and we are seeing this on a daily basis. We have interacted with close to 100 enterprises, and most of the enterprises are facing these challenges. Now let us look at a little deeper into the type of solutions, right? Based on the use case, the complexity varies. And so from the left-hand side, we have the informational bots. I'll show a demo of that. So these are for the purpose of like answering standard questions. There is no conversation as such, right? So you just have a set of questions and answers, and the bot will be able to answer those questions. So that is the first, and this is the most famous one, and this is where I see a lot of competition. And in the second one, we have transactional bots. So these are built for a particular purpose, right? Either to book an appointment or to raise a ticket or help your banking customers with information, so on and so forth. And this is something which has come up like about 2 to 3 years back, and now it is prominent. And the emerging one is the goal-oriented bot. These are little closer to your Jarvis and the fancy virtual assistants. So these are the virtual assistants which help you in your buying decision. So it would be on the website, and you can search for your favorite dress, or in the e-commerce space, that is how it is used. And in the case of a customer support, virtual assistants help in resolving your query, right? So it is the involvement of a human in this is minimized in the goal-oriented bot. And again, in terms of the technology, all these three types of solutions vary in their capability, right? In terms of technology, the first one has keyword-based language understanding, and there are no conversations. Second one has intent classification, extraction of And the third one is, in addition to the second generation, second type of second category, you have dialogue management, context management, and reinforcement learning. These are the various types of solutions which are there in the market. And as a business, you don't have to go for the best one always. So you need to identify your business case and fit the right solution, right? And also one more important point is, as you go from left to right, the complexity of the the technology complexity increases. And as a, in that same flow from left to right, the stability, right? So this is the current trend, and our job at SmartBots, the research we are doing is to, this red arrow down, we are trying to lift it up and make it stable across all the types of solutions, right? I'll quickly go through one example for each of the conversational, the type of solutions here. The first one is the informational bot. Again, so this I have picked our own website bot, Clio, which can answer some standard FAQs. Right, so this is our website, and here we have the bot, and this is where the live agent resides. You can start chatting with the bot, and the live agent you can start interacting with it. So an agent who is sitting and addressing the customer queries can start conversing with the, and that is how live agent transfer from the bot happens. Right, so that is the first simple FAQ bot which can address queries. Second one I have is so this is a transactional bot. So you have built this bot for a particular purpose, meaning the bot helps in booking an appointment. And this is Eva, our virtual assistant, helping patients with booking an appointment. Right, so again, this is again a chat bot. So, and the way it works is, for a first time user, you can start clicking on the options which are here, and the bot helps in identifying the right doctor for you, right? So you are looking for a primary care doctor in your location, and then you can pick up the doctor, go ahead and schedule from the backend. You get the scheduling information, and then so on and so forth. You can go and then do your booking. But this is not that exciting, right? So it is similar to your application or a form which is there on a website. It has to be more conversational. So that is where, so you have to the bot should be enabled to answer simple language which the users interact in, right? So if the user says, I want to book an appointment with Dr. Oliver, all the other steps are skipped, and directly get to the appointment scheduling where the slots for booking are available. This is the second type of solutions which, and the third one is the goal-oriented virtual assistant. What I'm going to show is a virtual assistant. This is a voice call on phone. What you're going to hear is a virtual assistant addressing the queries of a customer with information about the policies and their policy claim, right? So this is a real call. I have edited it a little bit to put it under 2 minutes. This is actually around 7 minutes call, but this is for 2 minutes, right? So I'll go ahead and show this video, and afterwards I'll show the few aspects which are different from the other two types of bots.
Hello, I'm Primo.
Okay, great.
I'm a digital agent and can help you with some common questions about insurance. How can I help you today?
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing fine, thank you. How can I help you?
I want to check my policy details.
I can definitely help you with your policy information. Before we proceed, I want you to authenticate. Please key in your registered phone number. You would have received an OTP to your registered phone number. Can you please type in? I got it. Thanks for the cooperation. What is your 5-digit policy number?
It's 98578.
98578. Is that right?
That's right.
Your policy type is property. You have 0 claims in the last 1 year. How else can I help you?
I want to report a claim.
The claim is on the same policy number, 98578. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. Next, what is your agency number associated with the policy?
What is an agency number?
Agency number is the branch code linked to your policy. You can find it in your policy document. Let's get back to the previous context. What is your agency number associated with the policy?
Hold on a second.
Sure, I'll wait.
My agency number is 289.
289. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. Was there a delay in filing police report or no police report filed?
I guess.
Sorry, was that a yes or a no?
It's a yes.
Thank you for the information. Your claim has been reported. How else can I help you?
I am good. Bye.
Goodbye. Take care.
This is the goal-oriented bot. Now, again, so if you see in voice, the challenge in conversation increases.
JP, just a time check. We have 3 more minutes to close. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a goal-oriented bot. Now, if you notice, which is the keyword-based FAQ bot. Second is intent-based. You have this functional bot, and the third one is the goal-oriented bot, which has to be extremely stable. Right? This is where our energy and focus has been going. And so the technology which is driving this, the one on the left, this is called dialogue state tracking. Right? So what you have just listened and what you have heard just now is the voice bot, which is powered by dialogue state tracker, DST. Right? What this does is when you move, when the user moves away from the standard conversation, right? So if you move away and ask a different question, DST takes care of bringing the user back to the flow. And when you, also it has the cognitive abilities, like if you are talking, the standard English words like hold on, the bot understands and then keeps the whole state management on hold till the time the user gets back. So that is the core strength and the main area where SmartBots research has been going on. And the two other modules which is part of our research is the dialogue score and training. Right? I'll spend a little bit on the dialogue score part. Dialogue score talks about, dialogue score is like it's a yardstick for measuring the bot's performance. Right? So if you have 2 bots which are built for the same purpose, dialogue score says that the first bot is better than the second one, or tries to compare the performance of this. That is one interesting tool which helps enterprises in deciding how to take the bot from development to production. What we have done for few clients is, like, if the coverage or the dialogue score is more than 70%, then you can move it to production. So that is how we are using dialogue score in the enterprise sector. The last and the most important part is training. In training, what this tool does is, suppose if you have say 1,000 conversations, the training feature identifies the top 20 vulnerable conversations and then present it to a human reader. So it reduces the effort of like monitoring a lot of conversations and lets the user focus only on a small portion of it, which really need attention. Right? So these are the technology. This is the technology which is driving the virtual assistants which SmartBots is building. And the other components of the platform are the dashboards to monitor. This is dialogue score. If you can see, the score here determines whether the bot should go into production or not. And then finally, the training part, which identifies the conversations which need attention, and it lets the human agent to either say, train it further. Right? So that is training. And a quick overview about SmartBots. We are about 2 years now. We have been working really closely with few of the big names in the industry. We are working very closely with the contact centers, leading contact centers. We have a very close relationship with AWS team, and we have been invited to AWS team to showcase few of our innovative bots which we have built. Right, so that's about it, and these are the few general guidelines which we share with most of our customers while they are going for a conversational AI deployments. Right, so that I mean, in a nutshell, the conversational AI solution should align with the overall AI strategy of the enterprise. Right? So that will make sure that your initiatives are really successful. That's it, NK. Those are the things which I wanted to share.
Thanks, JP. Thank you very much. Sorry for that. We are on top of the hour at this point of time, so we may not take any Q&A in this. So Hindal, Prashant, Shubham, JP, thanks very much for being part of our Alliance forum and also thanks for coming live today on our CXpo series platform. All delegates who have attended, thank you very much for spending part of your evening with us in this webinar. Thank you very much. So with this, we will close the webinar session for the day. Have a good time. Enjoy this evening. Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.